what is the nature of the world. The nature of the world is, it consists of heat and cold, richness and poverty, good and bad, a friend and a foe, pleasure and pain, praise and censure, honor and dishonor, evolution and devolution. If you look at life, everything in the world is nothing but dvandvas, opposites. So when we get into contacting the world, you will either meet any one of the opposite at any time. Either you're meeting a friend or an enemy. Or you will be in moments of joy or in moments of sorrow. You will be in pleasurable or displeasure. Either you are in success or failure. And if you check on your capacity, yes, this is what life is presenting itself to me. To what extent am I able to sail through these opposites of life? In fact, how can I handle life? Am I able to handle life? We all are able to handle it to a certain extent. We can handle pain to a certain extent. We can handle joy to a certain extent, but we can handle loss to a certain extent. After that, we can't handle the loss. Isn't it, sir? So the verse told us that you got to gain this maturity, gain this understanding that everything in life is impermanent. There is nothing that is permanent. In fact, the only thing that is permanent in life is the impermanence. Nothing is permanent. Extending it to the concept of birth and death. That is the inevitable aspect of life, isn't it? So when you understand that there is an impermanence to it, you will not be affected by it. But the problem is, first and foremost, we don't understand life that there is two aspects to it in life. So we are not prepared when negative comes our way. We are not prepared to embrace it because we didn't anticipate it, we don't expect it, we don't want it. All our life, all we want is all pleasantries. Everything must be pleasant, everything must be acceptable, everything must be favorable, everything must cooperate, the world must actually be a very dear friend to me. But that is not life, isn't it? In fact, they are telling us what we actually experience in life, the reality of life they are telling us. So when you understand that these are inevitable aspects of life, I have to understand that they are impermanent. So when you are going through them, you will have to endure. Tam titikshasva bharata means that capacity to go through them where you're not affected by it. Yeah, my business is not going through a good phase now. What should you understand? It is profit and loss is an inevitable aspect of life. I can't complain if there's a loss in business. I don't feel all that good today. There's a fluctuation in my moods. I don't feel good about my health. That is a part and health and ill health is a part and parcel of life. So when the businessman is going through that phase of loss or things are not happening, he's putting in his best effort, but things are not happening. How should he handle that? Understand, firstly, it is an inevitable aspect of life. You can't run away from them. Understand it. Secondly, go through it with a capacity that it doesn't impair you, it doesn't restrict you, it doesn't affect you. In fact, another person, third person would not even know that you are going through a crisis. Should not even know. And it depends, and that depends on your capacity, how well you have handled it.